Hello, people of the internet. Here we are coming to you again with another artist interview. And you've heard us say it maybe like 2 times already this year, but I love this artist.
We're going to say it every episode. Let's be real. We wouldn't be interviewing them if we didn't like them.
Correct. Very, very true. But this is Lainey Dionne. Super fun artist. She has some really cool material out there. But before we get into the interview, and you're going to hear me talk about this, please make sure we're going to put a link for her next album. We'll talk more about it in depth. If you have the kindness of your heart and a couple spare change, maybe you're going to give it to your student loan this year. And you're like, you know what? The government said, I don't have to pay that. You don't have to pay that right now. You don't have to wait till May. Well, let me tell you something that you could actually invest in and actually see a way better fucking return on investment. Donate to Lainey's new album. But you'll hear more about that later. In the meantime, I am Beth Ann.
And I'm Leah.
And this is She Will Rock You.
Where are they getting a dub in a CBS executive meeting?
No. Bitch, don't touch my thermostat.
The ghost be like, hold up, before I haunt you, let me turn down the thermostat. Who is this band?
We're on page 1, guys. This is She Will Rock You.
Well, we are here with Lainey Dionne. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. We're so excited to have you. And let's just go ahead and start off. Tell me about your musical journey up to this point.
Oh boy. So it started in high school and I had like this emo phase in high school.
Yes.
My hair was blue, listening to Paramore all the time.
Didn't we all?
We are here for an emo phase on She Will Rock You.
Yeah. So I ended up doing a Day to Remember song at my school's talent show. And it was If It Means a Lot to You. I don't know if you guys know that song.
Yeah. I actually heard them perform it. They don't perform that one that much.
Warped Tour? Was it Warped Tour?
No, it was, I went to a festival in September and they performed it.
Wow.
It was really cool. Yeah.
Awesome. But yeah, so that song has like a third part at the end where everybody sings the la part. And all of my friends and everybody that was there from high school did the la part while I was singing the other thing. And I was like, wow, it seemed like it was a sea of people, but obviously it wasn't. But I was just like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Have people shout at me in the audience.
Yes.
So I knew I wanted to do that. I ended up going to Berklee College of Music because I really wanted to pursue it. And then I've just been kind of performing professionally since Berklee. Dropped an album. It was kind of scouted by Atlantic Records. They were like, your song's good, but you have like zero backing. Let's get you this artist development deal in Nashville. So then I did that. Wrote with some really incredible writers. Released my first single called Hey London, and it was written with the writer that writes for Dua Lipa, which was kind of awesome.
That's awesome.
And then the whole album just kind of followed suit, and it's just been a crazy ride ever since.
That's so fun. I just love that the humble beginnings is a day to remember. It's just, it's poetry, man.
Oh yeah, I feel that. It's funny because I used to do covers in the dark, like in my room. Like I used to do like Flyleaf covers and all those things. And now I've performed in front of like audiences of thousands. So like it's pretty crazy.
I love it. And I know you were kind of mentioning you did, because your London song, it won an award for like an unsigned competition, correct?
Yeah, so it won the international songwriting competition and it won the unsigned only competition, so both of them. And then it was nominated for Song of the Year at the New England Music Awards. I'm a Rhode Islander, so little New Englander over here, yeah.
I love that. And then didn't you do, I think I was reading you did a retreat in France with a former exec at
Warner Chapel.
Warner Chapel, that's what it was.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's where I met the guy that I wrote Hey London about. Yeah, so he was working at that retreat and we were like really hitting it off, and we wanted to do a cruise ship together, which makes a lot of money as an artist if you go and sing on cruise ships. And it got canceled. So I already took a month off to do this cruise thing. And he was like, you want to move for a month to England with me? We could live together in England and just have a good time. And I was like, sure. So then we dated and the relationship went south, and then Hey London was born. So
I love that. I actually had a friend. She went to London to see her boyfriend. She left without a boyfriend from London. Ooh. Yeah,
you should show her the song.
She would love the song. Love the song. So tell me, because that's, first off, awesome accolades. Like, go get it. Make songwriting your bitch. I'm here for it.
Thank you.
Like, how do you like stay motivated like through that whole process, especially staying motivated and creative?
Oh, bro, it's all the men I date. It's all the men I date. Like,
so wait, the formula is the men you date provide the fuel.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Unfortunately, this whole album is kind of, so the album that I recently dropped is called Self-Titled, and I named it that because I didn't really want to call it Lainey Dionne, which whenever you hear self-titled, it usually means whatever your name is.
Yes.
I didn't want to call it my name because I didn't want my exes and the story that my exes provided me to define me. However, I wanted it to kind of be a pseudonym. So self-titled is the pseudonym. Also, I feel entitled to myself again now that I'm kind of done with that BS. So yeah, all of my exes have provided all of the material for that album.
Hey, you know what? Their loss. Your win. So I'm here for it. And yeah, so about your album, Self-Titled, you know, I was taking a listen to it. I love your lyrics because they're very like descriptive. Like I feel like a lot of times, not a lot of times, but I think the majority of songwriting I've seen is, you know, about what you're feeling and all that stuff. But you actually bring in scenarios into it. Is there like...
I get a little too detailed sometimes.
No, I'm here for it.
One of the songs on the album is called "Wake Up Call," and it's probably the most specific on the album. I dated a guy for 4 years, and we bought a home together, and it was a very good relationship for the majority of those 4 years. And then during the pandemic, he like totally changed, and he dumped me on my birthday. So yeah, so that song mentions 4 years. It mentions my birthday. It mentions like really descriptive details of our relationship, and I name drop his name in the song.
Good.
It's like it's good hidden in there. So yeah, very very specific songs on the album. And I got clearance from him. I was like, hey, your name's in this song. Is that okay? You're going to sue me later? He's like, no. So, yeah, very, very, very specific. Thanks for picking up on that.
Yeah. Well, you know, like but I always think that's really cool in songwriters because I've seen Dolly Parton do it, Taylor Swift do it, and I always feel like those are the best songs. So I'm always a fan of really descriptive, like you've shown you've lived through it, you're authentic. You're not just, you know, writing another song.
Yeah, thanks.
So tell me a little bit more about like the album process. I know we talked a little bit about themes, about lyrics. What was kind of maybe the music inspiration and music direction of it?
Yeah, so each song is different. So like Wake Up Call has very Paramore, Avril Lavigne vibes. It's like that pop punk Vans Warped Tour era. There's some other songs that are just like piano, and that's kind of got more of like an indie vibe. And then there's, I mean, I Love You to Death right now. It's almost at 50,000 plays on Spotify, which is incredible for me. I'm like a little nobody.
That's so awesome. I love it.
But thanks. Yeah, that one was very much inspired by Bad Guy, Billie Eilish. So, I mean, there's I would send my producer different reference songs to kind of make the tracks out of. Be like, I kind of want it to sound like this. This is how I feel it sounds in my head. A mixture of, I would give him like 3 songs. But yeah, I mean, it's all dependent on the attitude of the song. And unfortunately, a lot of the attitudes were very sassy after my exes.
But that's awesome. And, you know, I saw on YouTube, so you self-funded that project, which is just awesome. And I imagine incredibly hard to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Girl, I praise you because literally like the idea of eating like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day gives me terrified feelings. But I know those are the cuts that need to be made for those things.
No, it was a lot of ramen and SpaghettiOs.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it was really hard. I was able, it wasn't as hard before the pandemic because I was playing 5 shows a week. So like I was doing pretty well off. And then the pandemic hit and there was no shows. And the pandemic hit right in the middle of the production of the album. And I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
And so for the second half of the album, I had to tap into my savings to be able to afford it. And with the student loans that we had talked about before, it's been a little bit of a uphill climb. So this next album that's coming out, I'm crowdfunding that.
Yes, I actually was
the only
going
way
to
it's
bring
gonna
that
happen.
up.
Yeah,
So you're working on new material right now. And can you give us a little teaser as far as for maybe direction or?
Yeah, so it has so far I've finished 3 of the 12 songs. And the 3 titles are called Video Game. That's the first one that's going to drop. And it's about being kind of trapped and feeling manipulated by this guy that's literally playing me through the video game. It's super cool. Super proud of that one. The lyrics are kind of insane. And then the next one's called Vampire. And that's about someone that just sucks your energy out. Like they're just like a fun sucker. Like they just... Your emotional capacity is so slim around them because they just suck it all out. And then the last one is called Hating You Is Better, which makes me sound pretty terrible. But it's a pretty cool song about that point where you get in a relationship where you're no longer like feeling sad. Because I feel like when a relationship ends, you have these stages of grief. And this was like the anger stage of grief. And the hook is loving you was fun, but hating you's better. And it's super Avril Lavigne again with the Vans Warped Tour vibes.
Yes. The tie, wearing the tie with the cutout gloves.
Hey, old Avril's coming back.
That's right. That's right.
Love her new single. The Bite Me song is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is very good. By the way, please make a music video for Video Game.
I know. I was thinking that. I was like, I gotta find another way to fund that because it would be so cool. I was thinking like, I'm a huge gamer, so I was thinking of like old school like NES, like Mario Bros. Platformer game. But yeah, I would love to do a music video for that.
Yes, please do. Please do. But most importantly, I want to make sure you tell me where people can donate to this because you're such an awesome artist. Even though I appreciate you and respect you eating ramen, you shouldn't have to do that.
Please don't suffer.
Please get some lettuce. Like we want her to have some nutrition in her system so that she can provide you awesome things. So how can people donate to this?
Yeah, so I'm offering some cool like content and merchandise. So it's like a crowdfunding campaign where you pay for like different tiers, and I'll give you like one of the things is handwritten, handmade lyric art of your favorite lyric that I'll make, and signed CDs and like a ton of different content on there. But it's on Rocket Fuel, and the link is rocketfuelhq.com/Lainey Dionne. Awesome. It's on my YouTube. It's everywhere. I just launched it, so I'm really excited for it.
Awesome. We'll make sure to link out to it. Yeah, in the show notes as well. Well, before I turn it over to Leah, where can people find you? LaineyDionne.com, LaineyDionne. It has all of my social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, anything that's out there really. And all of my music is on Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, anywhere. You could find me anywhere. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Lightning round question time. And the first one
I'm excited.
Is purely a self-serving question because I saw K-Flay in your bio.
Ooh.
What is your favorite K-Flay song?
Oh, Sister.
That's my favorite too. Yeah. That's crazy. That whole album has my heart. I love that album so much. That's self-serving because I'm seeing her like in 2 weeks. So
so exciting.
I'm so excited. What was the first concert you ever attended?
I was going to say Radiohead, but it wasn't. It was Coldplay. Yeah, the Coldplay Viva La Vida tour was the first concert I went to.
Very nice.
The one thing I know about Coldplay is that song. Not a Coldplay diehard.
Oh, I love them.
If you could be on any reality show, what one would you choose?
Eek. I'm not like I love watching it for the drama, but I honestly think I would be like, I'm so awkward. I think I'd be bright red the entire time of anything. Like, I don't feel like I could do it. I don't know. Maybe like the challenge. I feel like it would be fun, or like Wipeout. Like anything that's like you get like knocked around a little bit. I feel like that'd be fun.
You know you're not gonna win, so like
no, I'm not.
Let's just try to go out the best way possible.
If I can go out in comedic effect, that's a win in my book.
Oh yeah.
Yes. What is the app that you use most on your phone, not counting the ones that it came with?
Probably Facebook. I scroll Facebook all the time, but like I love Instagram. Like I could just stay on Instagram all the time. Like that's my go-to post spot.
Same. If I had to sacrifice all socials but one, Instagram would stay.
Okay.
And then our last question is our signature question. If you were a cereal, what would you be and why?
I feel like Fruity Loops because there's different colors, and I feel like I'm as spontaneous as the Fruity Loop colors. It's like the weirdest answer ever. No, I feel like they're fun. They're fun and exciting. We'll go with that.
I love it.
A wide variety of answers to this question, so nothing surprises us
It's our telltale
anymore.
question. Well, this has been such a fun chat. Seriously, go donate to Lainey. Please, please, please. I am just so excited for the projects that you're going to come up with in the hopefully next couple of months. I'm hoping. But yeah, this has been such a fun chat.
Yeah, thank you so much. Video game drops in March, so hopefully you guys check it out. Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts if you enjoyed the show. Special thanks to Death of Fawn for our intro riff. You can visit our website at shioraku.com. There you can find links to our socials, the show notes, and you can reach out to us and contact us. And remember, don't do drugs.